Hey there, my quilty friends. It's Jen from the Little Shop of Stitches, and I'm coming on here just for a couple of minutes to talk to you about fabric selection and how you can go ahead and put your trust in your shop owner. Whether it's me or whether it's one of the other quilt shop owners, we take an awful lot of time to put together colors and bundles that are going to work together to make beautiful quilt projects for you. So I have a couple of them right here that I thought I would show you. Now the quilt that is hanging back behind me is one of the 3-yard quilts out of one of Fabric Cafe's wonderful books. They have put out so many of these different books. I have a great selection of the 3-yard books on the Little Shop's website as well as the Little Shop app, but I wanted to show you the fabric bundle that I put together with this. Now remember, this is a 3-yard bundle, so we have 3 1-yard cuts, and I'm starting with this one. So this happens to be a counterpoint fabric, but I personally do not like to make my bundles all with the same line. I like to mix and match the different lines depending on what colors I think go together best. So I'm not necessarily following the rules of the manufacturer. I'm making my own rules. Now, the other thing about these 3-yard quilts, as well as some of the 5-yard quilts that we're going to talk about here in a minute, is that they also really work well with large print fabrics. So sometimes we get these wonderful fabrics and we don't know exactly what to do with them. Well, these are perfect. The 3-yard books and the 5-yard bundles that we're going to take a look at are great for these quilts. So I have paired this particular stripe, and yep, I fussy cut it both for the blocks and then I utilized it in the border. I have paired it with another one from an in the beginning. This is Garden of Dreams, as well as this really pretty green. Now, again, these are 2 different fabric lines that I have put together, but they work together so nicely for different reasons. So again, this is one way that you can put your trust in your shop owners to make these beautiful bundles for you. Here's another example. This is a Riley Blake. This is Strength in Lavender. And take a look. We've got some florals. We've got some of those purple ribbons, which are an indication of some various causes. And I've paired it with this really pretty bright green. There are a number of greens inside of those leaves. I liked this one. It brightened it up just a little bit. And then I also paired it with this really pretty gingham that brings out both the dark purple and the light purple that we see in these florals, as well as the ribbon. So this is another example of a 3-yard bundle. And again, you can find these on the Little Shop's website. You can find them on the Little Shop app. Now, in addition to 3-yard quilts, there are also some amazing patterns out there for 5-yard bundles. And I'm thinking specifically of the A-OK patterns from Quilt and Tia. I'm going to show you a couple of 5-yard bundles that I have put together. And remember, I don't follow anybody else's rules. I make my own rules. So I called this one Garden Bliss. Now, this is the main fabric. This is the one that I started with to create this bundle. This happens to be a Hoffman fabric. Love Hoffman fabrics. Notice all of the really pretty colors that are going on in this one. And I just take a look at this main fabric and then I use that as my jumping point. So we've got a really pretty purple that brings out the purples in this Hoffman. We've got a white that is kind of a white on white with a vine, because notice this little white floral that's going on in that main fabric. A bright, bright yellow to give a little pop of color, and then calming it down in the background with this kind of sea glass green. So this is an example of a 5-yard bundle. This is the reason you put your trust in your shop owners. I want to show you one more. So this is a batik bundle. This is a 5-yard bundle. So there's 5 1-yard cuts. This is all batiks, and we're starting with this one. Isn't this pretty? So for those of you who love your purples, this one's for you. It is called Mountain's Majesty. And remember, this is the one that is my jumping point, my starting point. So I paired it with a really fun bright pink, a background that is a lighter color, a white, but also has shades of those pinks and those purples coming through, a deeper, darker purple, not quite an eggplant color, and then a really pretty blue. So all of these together go together to make this 5-yard bundle. So again, put your trust in your shop owners, whether it's me or one of the other shop owners that are out there, because this is what we do for a living. We put the colors together. And I know for many of you, this is something that really scares the bejesus out of you. So go ahead and trust your shop owners and get those bundles, because they can do an awful lot of good. Trust your your pattern designers to put together wonderful patterns for you, and make sure that you have one of those pattern libraries in your sewing room so that whenever you need a new project, you can just go to that that library and take a look in there. So thank you for spending a few minutes with me here. Check out the next time that I come around. So between now and the next time I see you, go wash your hands and sew something.